Hello my darlings, I hope you're doing very well. In today's video, it's going to be a super cozy, chatty video. I haven't done one of these in a long time. I don't even remember the last time I sat down and just rambled on for a very long time. This will be tattoo related and non-tattoo related. I'll do the tattoo related stuff first, so then if you're not interested in my life, which I can understand, you can kind of just like exit out of the video or what have you. So I don't want to like bore some of you in the beginning. I'm eating hair. I don't want to bore some of you guys in the beginning of the video kind of thing. So this will be about some tattoos that I got recently. I've been tattooed twice in the past week or so. Yeah, just under a week I've been tattooed twice, both pretty much spur of the moment tattoos, so that's fun. Then just some other stuff that's going on in my life and the world and all of that jazz. So I suggest you get comfortable, you get cozy, get yourself a beveragino. I have a little cup here. I would say there is a nice comforting hot drink in here, but if you know me, you know I don't like a hot drink of any kind, not even hot chocolate. So I have something very sophisticated in here, and that is Coke Zero Cherry. I know, so sophisticated. In this lovely mug that Tom's sister got me for one Christmas. It wasn't Christmas just gone, it was the Christmas beforehand. But it just says Sweetie Darling on there, which is a catchphrase of one of my favourite characters of all time, which is Patsy Stone from Ab Fab. I do have a tattoo of her done by Paula Castle. You may know that. Get yourself a cosy blanket. I'm going to put this blanket over me. Okay, this blanket is literally my favourite thing of all time since I got it at Christmas. Auntie Jan got it for me. It's like a spider web blanket. Well, it's for me and Tom, but as the honorary old lady of the house, it's mine. Because Tom knows how much I love a blanket, so I always end up using it. So yeah, get yourself a nice cozy blanket, put it over your legs or over you. Unless you live in a hot climate, obviously you don't want a blanket. Before I carry on even more, I just want to say thank you for being here, and I hope you're all well and safe. And I know the world is very, very scary right now. It's getting scarier as the days go by. I'm filming this on Thursday, the 24th of February. I'm hoping to post this on the 25th of February. So hopefully by the time this has been posted, not much more scariness has happened. We'll talk about that later on after I've talked about tattoos and stuff. I recently got tattooed by a tattoo artist that I've been tattooed by twice already. That is Nancy Chapman. She's quite local to me. She specialises in black work, line work tattoos. I love her stuff so much. She's so freaking talented. She's an absolute sweet angel as well. She's so kind, caring. She's just an all-round lovely tattoo artist. As I'm getting older, I just want my tattoo experiences to be good. You know, because I'm not really running out of room, but I'm slowly running out of room, you know, so I want my tattoo experiences to be memorable and good. I'm not saying that all my tattoo sessions in my whole tattoo getting career, lifetime, I don't know, haven't been great and memorable anyway. So yeah, I got tattooed by Nancy. Like I was saying at the beginning of the video, it was a very, very spur of the moment thing. She posted up on her Instagram stories on Friday morning saying I've got like the whole afternoon free. I was literally going out of my front door replying to her story being like, oh my god, yes, I'll take that, because I was on my way to get my hair done because I have hair extensions in, so I get them pushed up every sort of 8 weeks because they grow down obviously with your natural hair. But my hair now, oh my god, I'm going off on a tangent, I'm so sorry, but my actual hair now is, what's my hair? This was an undercut, but that's my actual hair now. This like short bit here, nope, that's a hair extension. Is this my hair? This is my hair, yes. So this is my hair now, and if we look back before I had hair extensions, my hair was like up on my shoulder, so it's grown a couple of inches since I've had hair extensions, which is amazing. So I'm keeping these for at least a couple more months because I'm going on holiday in June, and then I'm going to assess the situation there. I'd either get like a new set of hair extensions or take them out. Anyway, besides the point, I was on my way to a hair appointment and I was texting like, oh, I've got a hair appointment, but I should be done by like 1 o'clock. You know, is that okay? And I'll come and get tattooed by you, because I just fancied it. And she put up some flash, and I ended up getting one of her flash pieces, which was a saw that had some hearts on it. I don't know, I just gravitated to it quite a lot, and I was like, that's really cute, I really love that. So I was like, I'll have that. And I'm starting to get to that point now where I just need gap fillers. I have a few bigger spaces up on my thighs, but I'm kind of reserving those for some tattoo artists that are like in other places of the world, which is obviously kind of hard to travel at the minute with Corona and all of that jazz. I'm just waiting till it all sort of blows over. It could be a while, but you know, I just don't want to be faffing about with, you know, panicking with traveling. Do I need to take a COVID test? Do I not need to take a COVID test? Like, what's the laws here, there and everywhere? It's all a bit confusing, so I'm just waiting for a bit before I start traveling to get tattooed further than like England, Wales or whatever. So yeah, she was like, oh my god, yes, she'll fit me in. So that was super exciting. It was a bit of a rush because, like I was saying, I was getting my hair done, which was in a village that was kind of not so far away, but it was like out of the way of where Nancy works, if that makes sense. So I was worried I wasn't going to make it. So I did offer to give her a deposit just in case, you know, I couldn't make it or was really late. I didn't want to like waste her time kind of thing. But she was so sweet. She was like, no, I trust you. I know you'll turn up kind of thing. So obviously I would never not turn up to a tattoo appointment. I couldn't do that. So I, of course, got my hair did, rushed to where Nancy worked. I was just like fucking panicking. I was like, oh my god. And this was when there was a storm. Which storm was it? Was it Eunice? I think it was Storm Eunice. Basically, it was really windy and rainy. And England being England was just like panicking, like, oh my god, some rain and some wind. And yeah, there was quite a bit of damage, but compared to like the weather like America gets or whatever with the tornadoes, hurricanes, it was nothing. But you know, that's England for you. Most of the panic was just banter, to be honest, and memes. Oh my god, England can't take anything seriously, I swear to god. Of course, there was some serious side of it. I'm not making light of something serious because homes were destroyed. There was a lot of bad flooding. Some areas still don't have power and stuff, so obviously got to take that into account. And I hope everyone that has been affected is okay. So I had to battle the wind and the rain. I didn't get blown away, and obviously saw Nancy. She showed me the design, and I was like, that's perfect. And we kind of figured out where I wanted it because, like I was saying, I was going out of the door when I was booking this, going straight to the salon. So I didn't even have time to look at my legs to see where this saw was going. I was probably the worst client that day. I'm normally very prepared. I also hadn't shaved my legs. Poor Nancy had to deal with my hairy legs because again, I woke up, didn't know this was happening, but she was like, no, it's fine. You know, I'm sure she understands, you know, body hair, we all have it. So we had a little fiddle around with the stencils and she was like, put it here, put it there. We went with the placement that it's in now, which is basically lower leg. It's a little bit like diagonal, fits perfectly in a little gap. Nancy put on the stencil, made sure it was like in a perfect position. She's very accurate. I love that. And she made me check that it was in a good position and all of that. And I was like, yeah, that's perfect. And she went ahead and just, you know, did the tattooing. We had a chat here and there about stuff. I don't know what we were talking about. And it didn't even take that long. I'm not sure how long it took. I want to say under 45 minutes maybe. No more than an hour because it's not very small, but it's not large either. I've got bigger pieces by Nancy. But yeah, she works pretty quickly, I would say. Didn't hurt that much. I would say it was a little bit spicy, but because the session wasn't that long, it wasn't that bothersome. I didn't really mind it as much. Most of it was, well, all of it, I think, was pretty much line work, which is my least favourite. But because it didn't take so long, I was just like, not phased at all. And I feel like that placement of my lower leg just wasn't that bad at all. So obviously, you know, once Nancy had finished doing the tattoo, she took some photos and then she wrapped me up with cling film and what have you. And that was pretty much it. It was a very straightforward but very spontaneous tattoo. And I've been healing it with my favourite at the moment, which is Butterluck's Pink Gum. Oh, I love this stuff so much. Oh my god, it's just beautiful. It's a great healing butter. It sinks in. The smell is amazing. It literally smells like a sweet shop. But yeah, it sinks in lovely. It sort of does the same as, say, Hustle Butter, which I still do have up here. But as you know, if you've been watching me for a while, I just cannot stand the smell of this anymore. I love it so much. It's just the smell. I find this to be a bit more thicker than Butterluck's as well. This is more of like a salve balm situation. It's a bit more oily. This is quite thick and I find it to be kind of hard to spread. But I still highly recommend it because it is great. It's just the smell for me. But this is my new true love right here. Like, I'm ready to run away with it and like get married. Not sponsored or anything. Brought this myself and all of that jazz. Anyway, and yeah, I didn't even have blood rush with this tattoo. Woke up the next day and I had no blood rush. Kind of forgot that I had the tattoo kind of thing because I didn't get that shooting whooshing pain in the tattooed area like I would normally with a lower leg. So it's been an absolute pleasure. It's been lovely. I'm going to very much enjoy this gap filling situation if it's going to be this smooth sailing instead of getting bigger pieces. It's nice to have a rest from having bigger pieces as well, you know, because I recently got my knee tattooed. By the way, that's healing wonderfully. It's still a little bit dry here and there, as to be expected. I haven't had it that long. I think it's been 3 weeks at this point. About 3 weeks I think I've had it, so it's going to be a bit more dry for the next couple of weeks, but it's settling in so nicely. I have officially become that person that wears ripped jeans now. I've literally bought 2 new pairs just so I can have that knee showing. I mean, I did have a couple of pairs of ripped jeans anyway, but now that I have the knee tattoo, I'm like, oh my god, I need more pairs, right? So you can see the knee tattoo. I don't know, maybe I'm a poser, but whatever. Okay, let's talk about some other new tattoos I have that I got yesterday. These are stupid tattoos. It's so silly. It was needed, and it's a kind of like a meme tattoo for me as well. I don't know. I got Eleanor tattooed on my thumbs. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I will obviously flag up a photo that Tom's sister took. Can you see that? Can you see them? It's probably best if I show them like that. I don't know. It's in like a old school gothic font situation. So left is here now, right is here. My boyfriend Tom's sister has recently got a job at a tattoo studio. I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of her because, yeah, I'm just proud of her. Anyway, she's been working there for a bit. And I messaged in a group chat that I have with her and Tom. It's called Croissant, if you want to know. Probably not. We were just talking about her working in the tattoo studio. So I don't know how the conversation come about. And I was like, yo, like, who would be good to do some script on the thumb? Because I want, you know, the L and R on my thumbs. Because I don't know my left and right. You know, I have to actually think about it. It's not just a natural thing that comes about for me. It's like I either have to sit there and think about it for a bit, or I'll do that, which is obviously this for me. It's going to be backwards for you, but this is obviously left, this is right, because this makes an L. So I'd have to do that secretly or just make it obvious. A lot of people in was it a reaction video where I mentioned for the 100th time that I don't know my left and right? I mentioned that I don't know my left and right, and a lot of people giving me tips and tricks on how to remember it. A lot of people saying, say in your head, I write with my right, which I do. I write with my right hand, and then that would obviously be the right. But then I have to say it in my head, and sometimes it takes me forever to process. And obviously the other thing is doing that with your hands, and that's the left. But I just thought it would be fun and silly to get, you know, the L and the R on my thumbs. I could have maybe got it down here, but I thought, no, let's just do it on the thumbs, because I didn't know what else I wanted tattooed on my thumbs, and I was like, let's make it big and obnoxious. They're obviously very dark at the moment because they are brand new, but that will settle down and match like my hand tattoo and what have you. So she recommended a tattoo artist where she works. His name's Gaz, and she was like, he'll do it for you, he'll be good at it, what have you. I was like, okay, cool, book me in. I'm not sure when we messaged about this. I think it was like last week or the weekend or something, just gone. So again, it was like somewhat of a spur of the moment tattoo, you know. So obviously turned up to the studio. I've been to this studio before. It's called Hand of Mysteries, but the last time I was there was like literally 5 years ago to get my bigger back tattoo, and it has changed in there so much since I last been there. I was like, oh my god, this is completely different. Like, what the hell has happened? It looks like a full-on proper tattoo studio now. I think, remembering back, it was a lot more open planned when I first went. But now they've got some sort of like, they've got some partitions up. So each tattoo artist has like a little separate booth. I quite like that. It gives you some sort of like structure within the studio. There's like artwork everywhere. I don't know, it just looks really good. I like it. Anyway, I arrived, I saw Tom's sister just sitting in the like little reception area. She's doing her business thing with her bright orange fluorescent hair, looking fabulous. And her name's Midge, by the way. I keep saying Tom's sister. Let's go by Midge. That's not her birth name, but it's her nickname. But yeah, I saw her there and I was like, oh my God, look at her. I'm so proud of her just doing her business. It's great. But she does like reception and social media and what have you for them, which is so cool. It's like the coolest job. And then I sort of just talked with her and stuff. And then Gaz come over, who did my thumb tattoos, and was like, hey. And I went to his station, which was at the back. And then Gaz got this iPad out and he had like an array of Eleanor's that he'd put out for me to choose. And like, choice is hard for me. I'm quite a indecisive person. And then it ended up being between the last two, and then I picked the very last Eleanor, which is the ones I have here. And I was like, yeah, but let's go for that because they're easy to read. Because I find with quite a lot of like gothic, old school fonts, they can be kind of hard to read. I wanted it to be easy to read. Because I struggle with life as it is, you know. Even though I know it say Eleanor, I just wanted it to be easy to read. So you printed off the stencil. And then he put it on the correct way up, which would have been upside down for me, but the correct way for other people, right? I said to him, is it okay if I have it upside down? Which I know is completely against tattoo etiquette, but this is for me, nobody else. Like, I need this for me. This is to help me. But the rest of my finger tattoos are facing towards you guys, but these ones are not. But that's personal choice. So he was kind of like, okay. Like, it went against everything he's ever been taught. I do apologise. He lined up my thumbs and whatever. He did a couple of dots to try and get them in the middle and what have you. And then he put the stencils on. And I was like, yeah, that's sick. Let's go. Let's do this. And he went to tattoo. Which one did he do first? I think he did the right one first. And then he did the left. But it didn't take too long. He was very, very gentle. He was a fantastic tattoo artist. Very funny. A great person to talk to. And because obviously Tom's sister was there as well. I know it was a really good experience. And the rest of the tattoo artists in there seemed so lovely and sweet. And I'll probably end up being a regular because Tom's sister's there and it just gives me something to do. Oh my God, I'm going to end up covered within the next year. I'm just going to hop my way around every artist in that studio. Mainly just so I can go and annoy Tom's sister. But I'm super glad I've got them. They've already helped me so much. Because Tom's been testing me. He's been like, which one's you left? And I'm like, that one. He's like, which way are you going right now? I'm like, right. It's a lot easier than having my brain process it. So, I don't know. It's silly. They're silly little tattoos for my silly little brain. Sometimes we just need a helping hand, you know? Maybe not. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Any excuse to get a tattoo, really. I'm joking. I need it. So that's it on the tattoo front, I believe. So what else can we talk about today? There's a few other things I wanted to talk about. First one, what's going on in the world, apart from obviously COVID, but it's terrifying. I just wanted to send my love to everyone, everywhere. Obviously mainly Ukraine. If there's anyone that watches my videos, I don't know if there is anyone that watches my videos in Ukraine and Russia, but maybe you have a family member that lives there or a friend or whatever. But yeah, I'm just sending my love and all of that to you, because it's terrifying. And it's terrifying. I know a lot of people, I've seen so many people sort of being like, I stand with Ukraine, and obviously they're the victims here. But there are people in Russia also who are completely innocent that don't want this. Of course. Like, you know, just because one country is attacking another doesn't mean everyone in that country is a complete and utter arsehole. You know, there's so many innocent people that just want to get on with their lives. And that accounts for anybody that's ever been in this situation. There's so many innocent people that get hurt, injured, just because there's higher ups, politicians, whoever, right, that are just incessant on what I like to call dick measuring. They're just like, my dick's bigger than yours, be scared of me. And it's just, just fucking sit down, man. You're just so, like, so many, I can't talk about it because I'll just get so angry. But yeah, I just wanted to send my love to everyone and the surrounding areas as well. This could get worse. It could get better. It could go on for a long time. It could only go on for a week. Like, we just don't know. Nobody ever knows with this. So, yeah, it's so scary. it's awful. What else did I want to talk about? I recently had a very, very, very fun experience, a one-of-a-kind experience. I don't know if I'll ever get to do anything like this again, but I just wanted to talk about it because without you guys, it wouldn't have been possible, if that makes sense. So I just wanted to just be like, thank you, and woo. Hopefully this doesn't come across as like bragging or flexing or anything like that, because that's not in my nature, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to come across a certain type of way, you know. I'm just grateful for the experience, and that is I got invited to go to the Bad Monday warehouse offices situation. They have sent me a few things here and there in the past. They sent me some stuff, I think it was last year, to put in a video, and then they offered to do a sponsored video for me a couple of weeks back. It was in a TikTok reaction video, you might have watched it. And then they messaged me saying like, oh hey, do you want to come down for like a photo shoot? And I was like, oh my god, like internally I was like, oh my god, I am not photogenic in any way, shape or form. I don't have the body shape to be modelling. Not that there should be a standard of a body shape or whatever, you know, but you know, for the most part, when you see people like modeling clothes or whatever, for the most part it's very slim people, which is, you know, whatever. We should appreciate and love all body sizes and what have you. But I just had a moment of, oh my god, no, I can't do this. But then I was like, this is probably a once in a lifetime opportunity. If I don't do it, I might regret it. So I was like, oh, screw it, let's do it, kind of thing. And then I worried about it until the day, to be honest with you. I was like, oh my god, I cannot do this. And weirdly, my auntie, Ina, who I'll talk about again in a moment, literally works opposite their warehouse situation. So she knew everyone, because she'd come with me, kind of thing. Because she was just going to come in, say hello, and then leave. But then she ended up staying for the whole situation. She was watching me doing everything. Bless her. She's hung around for like 2-3 hours. Anyway, so the night before, I stayed at my auntie's house, because she obviously lived near the warehouse situation, the offices. And then she took me, and like I was saying, we walked in there. My auntie knew everybody. Everyone there was so nice and friendly, and I didn't get to like talk to everyone for a long period of time, but I said like hello, and we, you know, spoke here and there and what have you. But yeah, it was such a fun experience, and I enjoyed every second of it. I don't know, it was just so bizarre, because I have been wearing Bad Monday clothing for quite a while before they even knew who I was or whatever. You know, I had a couple of the jumpers, hoodies, t-shirts, whatever that I all got as gifts or whatever. So it was just surreal, you know. I was just like, oh my god. So they took some photos of me in quite a few t-shirts, jumpers. Whether they ever use the photos or not, I don't know. Because like I was saying, I'm a very awkward person. I can't imagine any of the photos are going to be good, to be honest. But just to have the experience was just so fun. It was mad. I just couldn't believe, you know, little old me. I don't know, it might not sound like a big deal to anyone ever, but yeah, it was big, because I don't really get to do many opportunities, because the content I make is quite niche, you know. I'm not like a makeup artist guru, so I don't go to any of those kind of events. They ended up giving me some stuff as well, which was so sweet, because they're like, oh, what do you want to take home with you? And I'm like, because I've always been that person that's just like, I don't expect anything from anyone ever, or I don't like to take, even when people are like, oh hey, you know, for a sponsored video we're going to send you stuff, even then I feel guilty and bad. But they gave me a couple of t-shirts. They gave me like this one that I'm wearing right now, the design on the back. By the way, I'm not sponsored or anything to film this part, I'm just literally talking about an experience anyway. But it's like a Queen of Hearts situation. Can you see it? Maybe not, I don't know. I'm just gonna wave myself so you guys can see. And they also gave me some cushion covers. You might be able to see a couple of them in the background. We've got like a portrait head there. There's one over there somewhere. There's another one. I don't know if you'll see it, but there's some going on over there. Oh, and that plaque at the bottom there. I don't know if you can see it, but it says Bad Monday. And it's like a Grim Reaper thing. So they were super sweet and just gave me some stuff like that. Forever ever grateful for the opportunity, obviously. And like I was saying, if it wasn't for me making videos, for your guys' support, I wouldn't have had an opportunity like that. So thank you. The last thing I want to talk about is something my auntie is doing, my auntie Ina, who you know, help me with the Bad Monday thing. Well, she didn't help me with the Bad Monday thing, but I stayed at her house and stuff, and she is my angel. I love her so much. She is just so precious, and I honestly don't know where I would be today if it wasn't for her, because she pretty much took me and my sister under her wing when my mum passed away. And my mum passed away in 2014. I'm sure if you've been watching me for a while, you've heard me mention that I don't have parents, or my mum passed away or whatever. But yeah, I was 24 when she died, and it would have been my mum's 60th birthday on Sunday, which is the 27th. And obviously she's not here for us to celebrate or anything, which is very sad, obviously. And I don't think I've ever mentioned how she's died before. I might have. I've been making videos for so long, I don't know. But she battled with cancer on and off for 9 years. Yeah, I was 15 when she was first diagnosed, and then she went into remission, it came back, went into remission, come back. I don't want to go into too much detail because, I don't know, it's not who I am. I don't know, I find talking about very serious things very difficult. I don't know if you can tell. But anyway, on the note, the reason why I brought this up is because my auntie is doing 10k steps every day in March. And she's doing it for charity. Obviously, don't feel like you have to donate or anything, but I just wanted to do this for her and mention it for her. I have tweeted about it, put it on Instagram and stuff. But if you feel inclined in any, how do you even word this? I don't know, but if you feel inclined in any way to help in any way with donations or whatever, it will be so appreciated. My auntie, again, is the kind of person that never asks for anything, never ever, and this is going to be extremely hard for her because she has very bad knees. She has to do a lot of things to help her knees. I think she should have had a knee replacement many years ago, but she hasn't for whatever reason. I don't think she likes the whole idea of surgery, which is understandable, because same. But yeah, she's doing a lot of walking in March. So if there's any way you feel like donating or anything, I have seen a few of you guys already have. And I, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much, because this will hopefully help a lot more people in the future with cancer, to help them survive or live a bit longer or have a better quality of life. You know, I've seen it firsthand just how awful it is. It's not nice. And if you have a moment to donate literally anything, you know, it will be so appreciated from me, from my auntie, from everyone basically. So yeah, thank you in advance. I appreciate you all. Do I have anything else to say today? I don't think so. Had to add that bit in there, didn't I? So yes, I think I'll end it here. Please, no matter where you live, stay safe, well, and look after you. You are so precious. And until my next video, bye.